Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about fitness, diets and vitality, and the topic for this video is how to easily shift to a raw food diet. I decided to record this outdoor today. There is a beautiful blackbird singing out there, so we won't need any soundtrack. That's really great. I hope this is not too disturbing. Hey, no, go on. That's great. Okay, so how to easily shift to a raw food diet? The reason why I want to share that with you is not because I'm a nutritionist, it's because I have been experimenting, okay? I have been trying on myself, and I discovered quite a few things that really work. And if you are out there and feel like you want to start shifting to a raw food diet, here are a few strategies that you can start applying, okay? The first thing to realize it is that if you just go in that direction, go in the direction of wanting to eat more raw, very often you are going to hit some challenges, and unless you have a very solid strategy to break through, you will be set back. So it is important that you plan this very carefully, a little bit like you would plan a battle. You go for it, but you have a solid set of strategies that you can start applying. Okay, this is the first thing. Realize that just heading in that direction is not good enough. Very often you will need some form of solid battle plan, and this is what I want to share with you. The first step that you will need is to have a few solid and simple recipes, raw food recipes. And by recipes, I don't mean anything fancy. It's simply a few preparations that you can have and that are going to simplify your life, and I'm going to share a few with you. So the first one is this preparation that I already showed you in an earlier video. It's I called it the power breakfast recipe. Honestly, I don't have still a name for it. It's kind of a wet cake. It's a tsampa, you can call it, this Tibetan recipe. It's a cream made of dried fruit, raw flour, whole flour, and banana, and a few seeds. Okay, so that's the first recipe. It is something which is a mixture of all these raw ingredients, which are really good. So this is the first one. Then you have something which is have a fruit shake. This is a mixture of melon, in that case melon, banana, and oranges, and it's very easy to drink. It's easier to drink actually a fruit shake than to eat the fruit separately. That's the second recipe. And the third one is just have some salad. This is the one that I prepared yesterday, and you see I have a big volume of it in case I need to feed other people, and also this lasts for at least a couple of days. So this is very good. You see, the whole point is that if you want to eat raw, you need to find a way of doing it which is very simple for you, that requires little time, energy, or investment, and that is not going to to be a pain on your budget either. So all these recipes are very simple. It takes you maybe 5 minutes to prepare every single one of them, whether it's having a salad or having a shake. And the key idea here is to make a relatively big volume of it, because when you eat raw, you will need to still have a certain amount of calories coming into your system, and you don't want to starve, so you will need all that. I will go deeper into these recipes and tell you a little bit more about them in another video. But that's the first step, right? You need to have at least some very simple recipes. The second thing to understand it is that you need to take a small step at a time. You don't want to dive into it and try to shift all your diet all at once. What works really well is make a little change and maintain that for a month until your body and emotions get used to it. Okay? Once this is done, then make another shift. And I would say that to totally shift to a raw food diet, if you haven't been practicing this kind of diet before, it can take maybe 6 months to a year to actually get used to it. So give yourself time, really, because it might be challenging for your emotions and body. Okay, that's the one of the key strategies. Give yourself time. Another key strategy is to think long term. Okay, you don't want just to start applying something which is based on restricting your diet. You don't want to use restrictive techniques. You want to go for positive choices, and to do that, again, you think long term. What are the diet shifts that you can make easily, which you can maintain on really the long term? The kind of recipes that I showed you and the diet that I'm on right now requires from me no effort. I'm not suppressing anything. I'm just taking positive choices, and because I got used to it step by step, you know, I was not born eating those things. I was eating meat as a kid, fish all the time, cooked meals, you know, sometimes very heavy meals. So this is a process that I had to learn, and to learn it, you actually you know, integrate these little steps one step at a time. Another thing that you have to understand, it is that food is emotional, and when you start shifting your diet around, there is an emotional reaction. So the best way to tame that and to tackle that is to take small steps at a time, steps that you can afford. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Right now I'm at a 90% raw food diet, but I could easily be at 100%. There would be no problem. More on this coming soon. Take care, and bye bye.